Welcome to the top 10 played League of Legends champions for December 2013. The end of the year is rapidly approaching, and with it, the final chance for the roster of champions to impress in League of Legends. What began as the year of Ezreal and Taric is drawing to a close, with the likes of Teemo and Lee Sin leading the popularity charge. But can we expect any big changes for December? Let's find out. At number 10 is Caitlyn. The Sheriff of Piltover continues her efforts to penetrate the higher ranks, but falls short yet again, struggling to remain in the contention for the 10th place in December. Caitlyn's first place finish in April was the highest point of the year for the accessible ADC champion, but with more exciting champions now available, Caitlyn could potentially disappear next year. Number 9 is Ezreal. Ezreal and Taric totally dominated the start of the year, with the two unlikely enemies constantly fighting over the top spot. Sadly, however, Taric all but disappeared completely, and Ezreal has struggled to even remain in the top 10 at times. December sees yet another disappointing month pass by for the prodigal explorer, and Ezreal continues to struggle in 9th place. At 8 is Jinx. Jinx has had the greatest possible start for a new League of Legends champion, following her hugely impressive debut appearance in first place in October, despite only being available to play in-game for half of the month. November saw a repeat performance as Jinx secured first place for the second consecutive month, but it appears the recent changes may have been too much to handle, as the loose cannon fizzes away in December. Number 7 is Thresh. One of the youngest challengers to our monthly top 10 League of Legends champions is Thresh, the Chain Warden. Originally becoming the newest champion to make an appearance before being overshadowed by Jinx, Thresh has struggled to make any serious impressions on players during 2013. He didn't make his debut until April and has only appeared 2 more times since that date. Maybe 2014 will be kinder to the deadly support champion. At 6 is Lux. December marks yet another month in which the Lady of Luminosity has failed to breach the top 5. October's 6th place finish was the highest Lux had seen in a while, but the popularity surge was brief as she struggles to impact the more popular champions as the year draws to a close. At 5 is Ashe. The Frost Archer was yet another champion that failed to impress at the start of the year, having to wait until May before earning her debut rank. However, she did make history, becoming the first 2013 debut champion to achieve the coveted top spot. Since that time, Ashe has bounced around the lower rankings before just barely avoiding the cut last month with a 10th place finish. Number 4 is Master Yi. Following a weak start to the year, Master Yi finished strong, following massive victories in August and September. He holds one of the biggest margins for victory with his 250,000 match cushion against 2nd place in August. The devastating power of the new Yi, Master Yi, may have been remedied somewhat, but that hasn't stopped his fans from locking him in time and time again. Nasus, the curator of the Sands, appears out of nowhere and claims December's 3rd place as his debut appearance. Nasus has not been seen in the top 10 since last year, and with expected nerfs incoming, he could disappear for just as long again. Current tests on the PBE server have shown that Wither and his ultimate will be victims of changes with the next update. Number 2 is Lee Sin. Lee Sin has been one of the most regularly featured champions since we began recording in January. He's made an appearance every month since the start of the year, but December marks a first for the Blind Monk as he's finally been able to trunk his previous best of 3rd place. And at number 1 is Teemo. Teemo continues to be one of the most popular champions since his debut in our top played list in May. Since that time, the famous Yordle has managed to secure a spot in the top 10 each and every week. Despite a release back in the start of 2009, Teemo hasn't gone through the massive mechanic changes in some time, offering a deadly yet familiar champion for the League community. Well, that wraps up yet another hugely successful year for the multi-award winning MOBA from Riot Games. Will the massive changes in Season 4 dramatically change our top 10 rankings? Only time will tell.